Hello, gorgeous humans. We are going to be doing new moon messages for each sign. I'm going to go ahead and start with Taurus. Taurus, let's find out what this new moon is going to gift you. What is the new moon in Taurus going to ask you to commit to, ask you to nurture the seed of an idea, of a relationship, of something that you've been holding close to your heart? What is this new moon asking my Taurus to commit to? Okay, let's find out. Okay, so the Six of Wind is here. Get clear on what it is that you would like to allow others to help you do. I'm getting very distinctly that my Tauruses are meant to delegate and ask for help on something that they feel as if there's not a balance in. Now, to nurture a relationship, the honesty and communication of what's expected is what I'm getting in regards to this energy. Like, in order for someone to really be clear on what you feel is fair, you must convey what you feel is fair. Now remember, what you feel is fair is different to what other people feel is fair, because they wouldn't do the same in the same situation that you're in. They wouldn't ask for help, or they wouldn't assume help. And Source says the way in order to navigate moving forward regarding feeling an imbalance of shared energy, 6 is about balance. What you give, I give as well, and then it's a balance exchange. But not all of us see certain exchanges as balanced because we just wouldn't do as somebody else would do in the same circumstance and situation. So is something right or wrong? No, it's simply not clear. And Source is asking Taurus to become clear, i.e. communicate. Use your throat chakra, i.e. what Taurus is meant to utilize in this lifetime. You're meant to utilize the throat chakra, and Source says it's time for you on this new moon to clarify what is expected, what you expect from others. Doesn't matter who it is in your life, what you expect from others. If you clearly communicate it, then resentment cannot build, and you then know that somebody has decided not to meet you halfway. And then, then you can go ahead and say it's unfair. But until you've conveyed and communicate what you expect from another person, you can't presume or assume that they understand, because they just do things differently than you. Okay, what else would Source like to let my Tauruses know about this new moon? What else can we give Taurus as guidance to create the best outcome, as well as the alignment for the gift of this new moon, Source? Yeah, look at that. So the number 11 may be relevant here, okay? But look at this card. He is holding a fist. There is an energy here of letting go of the idea that there is one way to do anything, right? Source is saying when you hold your fists together, how can someone feel welcome to help? If you are someone that feels like they know, how can you learn? There's an energy here of right and wrong thinking, right? There's an energy here of there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. And the truth of the matter is that there is always the ability for people to meet halfway, or work in cooperation, if you are not holding a stance of being closed off. The energy here is of the lion muzzled, clenched fist. This energy needs to transform into openness, is what I'm getting for Taurus. All right, now we're going to use the transcend energy cards to give us a a clear idea of what you can do to transcend and be gifted this new moon energy. What can you be gifted if you transcend this and convey and communicate expectation so that others can meet you? Look at the warrior. So Source says, imagine that you place everyone in your life on your team instead of opposing your team. Source is saying to me, Taurus, it's time for you, and this is only for those that it resonates to, right? Because this may resonate to the cross watcher. So if it's not resonating for you, Taurus, it may be resonating to the person that you're connecting to. And Source is saying, either you're on the same team or you're opposing each other. And Source says, know who's on your team. And if you are playing the warrior, Source is saying, make sure that you employ others to be on your team to get there quicker. And I'm going to close this out with a love message for you on how to come into alignment to your heart. How can we, oh, look at you guys through the card. And of course, unfortunately for me, okay, so the Tree of Life fell. Now listen, any card that falls on the ground for me as a reader means that this energy needs to be grounded in the 3D. So Source is saying you must root down to the bigger picture, Taurus. The bigger picture should always be in the back of your mind. What is it that I'm doing that is investing in the story of the bigger picture? Because if what you're doing is going to make the bigger picture not fall together in a peaceful, loving, being on the same team kind of circumstance and situation, then what are you doing? Why are you shooting yourself in the foot? Source says, keep this in mind. If you are open to the ability for others to be on the same team as you, how would you do different? How would you communicate different, right? If the quarterback wasn't communicating with the rest of the team, then how could the rest of the team throw the ball to the quarterback so that they can get a touchdown? Is the message that I'm getting. I love you, Taurus. I hope this message helped you. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.